What's going on, everybody? It's Game Unboxing Reviews here, and welcome back to another LEGO Dimensions news update. Now, today is, of course, my San Diego Comic-Con news roundup, where we're going to be talking about absolutely everything that has been revealed for LEGO Dimensions recently, and there is an absolute ton to get through. Details on new packs that are coming out in November, new character abilities, new vehicles, all that good stuff. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so first up, what we're going to be doing in this video is talking about the smaller news at first, and as we get further into the video, we'll gradually get to even bigger and exciting news. So first up, let's talk the Goonies. Now, one of the great things about the Goonies that was recently revealed by Arthur Parsons is that it's now been officially confirmed that the Goonies is getting not a fun pack, not a team pack, a level pack, which is fantastic because I know a lot of people were worried since they only revealed Sloth and One-Eyed Willie's pirate ship. They immediately assumed that that meant it was a fun pack, but the only reason we all believed that was because they hadn't shown the other thing, the gadget slash vehicle from this level pack. So that's great. I'm not sure what that's going to be yet. Maybe it's the piano from the actual movie, something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm sure it's cool. And it's great, you know, we're going to get a level devoted to the Goonies movie. That's going to be really cool. It'll probably be a level based on, you know, Sloth's point of view of the movie. A smaller, you know, version of the story, but obviously what they've said with year 2 level packs is that they're making them much longer and much more enjoyable. Because, say for example, you know, we've got the Back to the Future one from last year. That wasn't very long. It was pretty short. It was probably the shortest level pack that we got. But say Doctor Who or Ghostbusters, those were pretty long. Those were very long and definitely well worth your money. And I think what they're doing this year is going around the same time of those missions, if not longer. So that's really exciting. And not to mention the fact that we're also getting a Goonies adventure world filled with stuff to do, and of course a Goonies themed battle arena. Plus, in case people don't know yet, you can actually switch Sloth into Mikey, Brand, Mouth, Data, Steph, Andy, and Chunk, and plays them at any time. So if you're a fan of the Goonies, then you're going to absolutely love this level pack, and obviously it's going to be well worth the wait. So next up, we're going to be talking about the Cyborg Fun Pack, and you're probably thinking, well, wait a minute, the Cyborg Fun Pack came out last year. Why are we talking about it now? What's the point? Well, basically, they added a really cool little addition to this character for the Year 2 content. So what was revealed is that you can actually take Year 1 Cyborg from DC Comics into the Teen Titans Go level. Now, I think what this means is I think you can take him into a level, adventure world, and possibly a battle arena. So whichever one of those you take him in, his appearance will change to match his exact design from the Teen Titans Go TV show, which personally I think is awesome. Now, I know a lot of people aren't big fans of, you know, Teen Titans Go. They much prefer Teen Titans, like myself. It's perfectly understandable. But the thing is, what I like so much is that when you look at the figures they've done for this game, for Teen Titans Go, they really don't look that different. I mean, it doesn't really, you can't really tell it's Teen Titans Go or just Teen Titans. It just still looks like, to me, Beast Boy and Raven. So I have no issues with the designs whatsoever for this game. And having Cyborg from Teen Titans Go and not having to go out and buy another Cyborg, that's really great. That is really, really cool. And I believe the only way to play as Teen Titans Go Cyborg is by going to a level, adventure world, or battle arena, you know, based on Teen Titans Go. But still, that's really cool because it breathes new life into an old figure and makes them that much more worth the money. Because someone might go out, buy the Teen Titans Go, I think it's going to be I would imagine it's going to be a team pack of Beast Boy and Raven, but I could be wrong. But let's say someone goes out and buys that, loves it, you know, loves the adventure world, and wants Cyborg, they can go get Cyborg's Fun Pack, put him in the game, and he'll actually look like how he's supposed to look in that show. It's a really nice addition to the game, and hopefully, you know, this sparks interest for other stuff in the near future. Like, let's say, for example, when Peter Capaldi leaves the role as the Doctor, maybe they could add the next Doctor after it. Maybe he comes in, he records, you know, new lines, and then, you know, they get his costume design from the BBC and they put it in the game. Little things like that would be really nice, but obviously we'll just have to wait and see. Now, next up, we're going to be talking about the ATeam Fun Pack. And the ATeam Fun Pack is something that's been a big mystery to me for a while. Obviously, we know we get B.A. Baracus, and of course, we get the ATeam van, which is awesome. Really, really cool. But the thing that's been on my mind for ages is is B.A. Baracus the only A-Team member we can play as? Can we, say for example, like how Sloth can turn all the Goonies, can we turn B.A. Baracus into Murdoch, Hannibal, and Peck? And I believe we might be able to. Now, this isn't a confirmation, but it just makes me think since what they showed. So basically, during San Diego Comic-Con, they showed a special hilarious trailer of Lumpy Space Princess going on about how much she thinks B.A. Baracus is hot. It's really funny. And if you can find it online, I highly recommend you watch it. It's just really cool. But anyway, yes, in that video, they actually show at the beginning of the video Murdoch, Hannibal, and Peck. And I believe it's not an in-game, image or anything like that. It's just them, but it's them in a Lego form. And it made me immediately think, yes, we will be able to play as them. Because I've asked several times, to see if you can actually do that, and I haven't had a response. And it makes me think they would just say straight up, no, or they're hiding it and they want it to be a surprise, so then when I get the ATeam Fun Pack, I can hold down triangle as B.A. Baracus and then switch into Murdoch, Hannibal, and Peck. Again, I'm not entirely sure, but I figured I would mention this because it got me pretty excited, because I love the idea of these characters that can change into other stuff. Like the Doctor has all his incarnations, Peter Venkman can be other Ghostbusters, same for Abby Yates, Sloth can be all the Goonies, so why not have B.A. Baracus be able to play, and change into all of the A-Team? The only thing that's holding me back on this theory is that it's a fun pack. So that means, you would think that it would have less content, but hopefully that's not the case. But again, we'll just have to wait and see. So next up, we're going to be talking about the Jake and Lumpy Space Princess team pack, but also just Adventure Time in general. So first up, let's talk about Lumpy Space Princess. She's arguably one of the funniest characters in the show. I mean, I find her flippin' hilarious. She never shuts up. She sings a lot. She's just such a really entertaining character to watch. And in this game, they have confirmed that she sings a lot in the game. So hopefully that means when you're playing as her, she'll just talk non-stop and maybe mention Melissa and stuff like that. Just loads of great stuff like that would be really nice. Now, she can attack by throwing her phone, or you can simply just spew up rainbows all over your enemies. Yes, you can actually do that in this game, but it's really cool. But personally, even though I love Lumpy Space Princess, the highlight of this pack is definitely Jake, because Jake can transform into a variety of different things, such as, for example, a trampoline. And when you're actually playing as Jake as a trampoline, other characters can bounce on it if they want to. So you could probably use that to reach, certain points in the map and stuff like that. Really cool. There's also tons of other, variations of things that you can transform into as well. But one of the coolest things they showed was that you can actually change Jake into the famous Jake suit from the actual Adventure Time TV show. And this was really cool. I got really excited when they showed this, but the first thing that came into my mind was, okay, is it just going to be the Jake suit? Like, is Jake just going to be able to transform into a big figure version based on the Jake suit, or can other characters hop inside him? The answer is yes, you can absolutely do that. If you want, you can play as Finn, just like the TV show, and jump inside the Jake suit, start smashing up the treehouse and all that good stuff. Or, if you want, if you've ever wanted, say, for example, I don't know, E.T. to jump inside the Jake suit and smash up Hogwarts, you can do that as well. It's entirely up to you how you want to play LEGO Dimensions. Your imagination is the limit, really. It really is. And last but not least, for Adventure Time news, we also got confirmation that Jeremy Shada and John DiMaggio reprised their roles as Finn and Jake in this game, which is fantastic news. And this wasn't confirmed, but from the A-Team trailer that I listened to, and I've watched it several times now to see if it actually is him, I believe that Pendleton Ward is reprising his role as Lumpy Space Princess as well. But that's not confirmed, but hopefully it is, because that would be extremely cool. Now, next up, we're going to be talking about the Harry Potter content in LEGO Dimensions. And one of the cool things that was officially confirmed at San Diego Comic-Con is, of course, that yes, Voldemort can fly in this game. And it looks incredible. Honestly, if you want a good idea of how it looks, just watch the movies, because it looks exactly like that. It's really impressive. And it was also confirmed by DC All Access that Voldemort has a shield ability, which is great. It looks cool, and it obviously, he's not the only character with a shield ability in the game. We've also got Gandalf and the Wicked Witch that have it as well, but it's nice to have another character with a shield ability. Now then, in other Harry Potter news, we also got details on the Adventure World, and like I've said several times about this game, if you're a fan of any of these properties, the Adventure Worlds alone will blow you away with the amount of nostalgia and fan service that they have to offer. It's crazy. And this one especially, I mean, they've mentioned that you can actually explore Hogwarts, the Chamber of Secrets. That's right, you can actually explore the Chamber of Secrets. That blew my mind. I'm really happy about that. You can also explore Hogsmeade, the Weasley's Joke Shop, and much more. There's tons of places that they probably haven't even revealed yet, but I'm just so excited about this adventure world. And of course, you know, with these adventure worlds, you'll also see some familiar faces, and one that everyone's going to be happy about is Hagrid. Hagrid will be seen wandering about the adventure world. Really exciting news, and also students, and I'm sure other familiar faces as well. And last but most certainly not least of the Harry Potter content, we also got a brand new pack announcement, and that is Hermione. Hermione is getting a fun pack at some point in LEGO Dimensions, and that's really great news. One of the coolest things about this is that they confirmed that Harry and Lord Voldemort's team pack will give you a Quidditch battle arena, but the Hermione fun pack will give you another different Quidditch battle arena, which means that we're going to get a battle arena per pack, not per franchise. So we're going to get a ton of different battle arenas for Adventure Time, for example. So that's really great. Really nice to know that it's not going to be the same as Adventure Worlds, where you only get, you know, an adventure world based on a franchise, not based on a character. We're going to get, you know, a battle arena based on each character. That's really cool, and I can't wait to see them all in action. Moving on, we're now going to be talking about all of the brand new packs that were revealed at San Diego Comic-Con. And first up, we have the Porpentina Goldstein Fun Pack. Now, I know a lot of characters probably won't know who this character is just yet, but after Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them comes out in November, I'm sure she'll be a very well-known character in that universe. So this pack comes with, of course, the Porpentina Goldstein minifigure, and in-game she has, obviously, magic spells. You know, she can use a wand to cast spells. She has Augmenti, which helps her solve puzzles, and Protego, which keeps her safe from enemies, which might be a shield or something like that. One of the great things I love about the wizards in this game is they all seem to have different abilities. You know, we've had Harry Potter, Newt Scamander, we've had, of course, Voldemort, Hermione now, and Porpentina Goldstein, and they seem to all have their own spells that others don't. That's really impressive. I'm really glad to see that they've done that with this game. Now, the Porpentina Goldstein also comes with, of course, a vehicle, and that is Swooping Evil, which we see in the trailer, and it's so cool because that was one of the things I really wanted to see, because as soon as I saw the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them trailer, I saw that, you know, the Swooping Evil fly past, and I was like, that has to be something in the game. If it's an ability, you know, that Newt Scamander has, like he can throw it or something like that, or if it's an actual gadget or vehicle, whatever. But I'm so glad to see it in the game. And it can transform into a Brutal Bloom and Crawling Creeper. Now, I haven't seen what those look like in game yet, but it's great to know that obviously, yes, they're keeping the trend of vehicles being able to transform into different things and gadgets as well. And in other details for this pack, we also, of course, get the Fantastic Beasts themed adventure world, which obviously will be the same as the Newt Scamander story pack. It will be the same one, but it's nice to have another character. And in a way, that's a cheaper way of getting it, because obviously, you know, these packs are all different prices, and let's say, for example, you just want the adventure world, you don't really want to go out and spend that much money on Newt Scamander. You can do that. You could go out and get this fun pack and get that adventure world for cheap, much cheaper price, so that's a really good thing to think about. And of course, you also get the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them battle arena, and like I was just mentioning about Hermione, you get with the Harry Potter and Lord Voldemort pack, you get a battle arena, and with Hermione, you get another Quidditch battle arena. So with this, I think that means that yes, it will be a different battle arena to the one you get with Newt Scamander, which is very exciting news. Next up, we're going to be talking about the E.T. Fun Pack, and it's really great to have E.T. in this game because he's such an iconic and well-known character. The movie is beloved. It really is. It's beloved everywhere. Everyone loves E.T., so to have him in this game is great. And obviously, this Fun Pack comes with, of course, a brilliantly designed E.T. minifigure, and in-game, he has a lot of abilities. He has Illumination, which allows him to see in the dark. He has Fix-It, which obviously lets him fix items. He has Stealth, which Arthur Parsons confirmed involves E.T. dressing up as Miss E.T., which is a nice throwback from the movie, and of course he has Telekinesis. So he has a lot of really cool abilities, and on top of that we also get a phone home gadget, which is basically a Lego build of an 80s telephone, which I absolutely love. I think whoever designed that did a brilliant job. It looks really cool, and that can change into a mobile uplink and a supercharged satellite. Now, the last thing to mention about the E.T. Fun Pack is that obviously you're getting a battle arena and you're also getting an adventure world. And one of the cool things that they showed at San Diego Comic-Con is that we actually got a really nice look at Benny checking out E.T.'s mothership. And I believe that is a screenshot from the actual adventure world. So E.T.'s mothership will be somewhere in the E.T. adventure world in this game, which is just so cool. I love the little attention to detail and the fan service and everything with each pack. It's really impressive. Now, going back to Adventure Time for a second, we have, of course, the Marceline Fun Pack. And Marceline is a really cool character from, of course, the Adventure Time TV show. And this pack comes with the Marceline minifigure, obviously. And in-game, she has a lot of cool abilities. She has the Sonar Smash, the Bolt Deflector. She has, of course, her Marceline Axe Guitar. She can suck the colour out of things. And it's also been confirmed now that she can transform into a bat. Now, I want to make this clear. I don't know what that means yet, because Marceline in the show can turn into a normal bat and also an overgrown, really scary, awesome looking bat. And they haven't confirmed which is which yet. They haven't said, yes, it's that one or the other. And I really hope that it's the overgrown bat, because that would just be such a cool transformation. And I'd love to see how that looks in game. But for now, we'll just leave it as a bat. But it's great to know that we have another character added to the transformation list, because you guys know how much I love these characters that can transform in this game. Now, the Marceline Fun Pack comes with the Lunatic Amp, which can change into a Shadow Scorpion and a Heavy Metal Monster. And lastly, of course, you get an Adventure Time themed adventure world, which will be the same as Jake and Finn and Lumpy Space Princess, but also a themed battle arena, which will definitely be different to all the rest, which is awesome. Next up, we're going to be talking about the Gizmo and Stripe Team Pack. And obviously, this Team Pack includes Gizmo and Stripe minifigures. Now, for Gizmo, you know, we kind of already know a lot of the stuff that he can do in-game already. He has a combat roll, a dash attack, and he does the Rambo thing where he puts the Rambo bandana on and has the bow and arrow and stuff. It's really nice. And for Stripe, we didn't really see anything from him from E3 2016, but we now know that he has a claw ability, he can cut vines, and he also has a pistol as well, which is really cool. And for vehicles and gadgets, we have the RC Racer, which is a Gadget-O-Matic, and Scarlet Scorpion as its transformation, so you can change them into them as well, or you can just keep it as an RC Racer. It's entirely up to you. And the Flash and Finish, which is just like an 80s camera. It's just so cool. And that can change into a Rampage Record and Player Stripes Throne. And lastly, to mention for Gremlins is, of course, you're going to get a Gremlins-themed Adventure World, Gremlins-themed Battle Arena, and what's also cool that I forgot to mention is the team do have a plan to have a furball incident occur when Gizmo jumps in water, which obviously is a nice little throwback to what happens when, you know, Gizmo goes in water in the movie. So that's going to be really cool. But that's not in the game yet. They didn't show that. But when we actually get the pack in November, we're going to be able to see how that'll turn out. And I'm very excited to see how it looks in game. Now, next up, we're going to go back to Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them for a second and talk about the Newt Scamander story pack. And obviously, this story pack comes with a Newt Scamander minifigure, but the question I have is, why doesn't he have his briefcase? Because that is a massive part of the actual film. You know, it's really important. You see it in the trailers and all that good stuff. So you would think that that would become included in this pack. But it doesn't. He actually just has a wand, which is still cool. But yeah, it's just a little odd that he doesn't have it. But oh well. Now, sadly, we haven't seen any screenshots or gameplay whatsoever of Newt just yet. But we do know some of the abilities, or some of the spells, I should say, that he can cast in this game. He has Defindo, which will most likely be used to cut Lego objects and attack enemies with, Reparo, which will probably be used to rebuild certain Lego objects with, and Lumos, which will obviously be used to bring light to dark areas. Now, as well as obviously Newt, we have Niffler, and Niffler is a pretty cool little creature. Obviously, we saw one of those in the actual trailer, and it can change into Sinister Scorpion and Vicious Vulture. And this being a story pack has even more stuff. We also have, of course, a toy pad build. We can actually put a toy pad build of the Magical Congress of the United States of America on the toy pad, so you can have that instead of the one you got for the default one or the Ghostbusters one. And then next year, of course, we're going to get the Lego Batman movie toy pad build as well, which is really cool. Love that little addition to the story pack. I think that is really cool because the toy pads have been something that people have been making for themselves. You know, some people have made their own toy pads, and it's really cool and creative. So to see them give us, you know, their own version, as in like a one to do with Fantastic Beasts, Lego Batman, and Ghostbusters, it's neat. I think it's a pretty cool addition to the game. And last but not least, we of course have a Fantastic Beasts themed battle arena, a Fantastic Beasts themed adventure world, and of course you play through the entire movie from start to finish with 6 brand new levels. And if the new trailer from San Diego Comic-Con is anything to go by, these levels are going to be jam-packed with action. I mean, I really think they're going to be so much fun, and I can't wait to play through them. And last but most certainly not least, the final thing that we're going to talk about is, of course, the Sonic the Hedgehog level pack. And before we talk about what the level pack actually includes, I just want to mention that from the front of the box we can see Green Hill Zone, the Orca from Sonic Adventure, and the most recent design of the Death Egg from Sonic Generations. Now personally, I believe these images are most likely teasing the famous Sonic moments that we'll be able to recreate in the LEGO Dimensions level that we're going to get with this pack. Because remember, the Year 2 level packs are going to be much longer and much bigger, so I can pretty much bet that what the level will be for Sonic is we'll be running through, you know, some of the stages that he's ran through in the 25 years he's been in gaming, which should be amazing. Now obviously the level pack includes a Sonic the Hedgehog minifigure, and it's the only Sonic the Hedgehog character from this franchise that's coming to LEGO Dimensions so far, and sadly they confirmed that Tails will not be playable. So hopefully maybe Knuckles, Shadow, Amy, even Dr. Eggman. I mean, someone else from this franchise would be great besides just Sonic. But at least we have Sonic, because Sonic the Hedgehog is awesome. Now for character abilities, we know that Sonic has an acrobat ability, which allows him to swing off poles, dodge badniks and grind rails. A spin ability, which gives him an extra boost and does damage to enemies. And what blew my mind, he can transform into Super Sonic. Now this was incredible. I could not believe it when he did this. Such a really nice little throwback to that, because I loved it when we very first saw him do that in a game. It just blew my mind. Now I did ask, because obviously I know a lot of people are probably curious about this, can we change into Super Sonic permanently, or is there a timer or something like that? And they couldn't really give an answer to that yet. But let's hope there's no timer, because it would be great if I can turn into Super Sonic and not have to worry about a timer running out where I have to go back to normal Sonic, just because that would be even better. You know, the timers suck, let's be honest, timers suck, so let's hope they haven't done that, because I hate timers in games. Now, as well as the Sonic the Hedgehog minifigure, we also have some pretty cool vehicles that you get in this level pack. We have the Tornado, which is of course Tails' biplane, which can be changed into crab meat and egg catcher. So awesome to have such an iconic Sonic the Hedgehog vehicle in this game. It's just a shame that they're not adding Tails, because Tails should be driving this, but oh well. And we also have the Sonic Speedster, which is the vehicle that Sonic drove in, I think, was it Sonic All-Stars Racing? I think that's what it was called. I could be wrong. But yeah, that vehicle from that game is what you get with this pack, and it can be changed into Blue Typhoon and Motorbug. Again, really great to have both of these vehicles. But I've always wondered, why would Sonic need a car? I mean, if I was Sonic the Hedgehog or the Flash or Quicksilver or something like that, I'd never drive. I would just run everywhere. As long as I didn't get tired, I would run everywhere I wanted to go. That's exactly what I would do, because it would just be so much more fun. But anyway, it's still cool to have them. And that's pretty much it for the actual physical items that you get in the pack. But we also have in-game a Sonic-themed battle arena and a jaw-dropping Sonic-themed adventure world. This adventure world looks incredible. The design of it is absolutely phenomenal. I love the fact that it's, you know, combinations of loads of different stages that Sonic has ran through in the 25 years that he's been in gaming. Really, when they said that they were going to go big for the adventure worlds with Year 2, they weren't kidding, because this one looks incredible and I can't wait to run around in it. And as well, of course, we have an all-new Sonic game level, and it includes a full level that allows players to race Sonic and any other character in LEGO Dimensions. Remember, you know, you can throw in E.T. into, you know, Green Hill Zone if you want to. It's entirely up to you. But of course, we'll be running across iconic locations from his own game series, including Green Hill, Emerald Coast, Labyrinth, and many, many more. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. And that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, that's everything that I found out for Sonic the Hedgehog in LEGO Dimensions, except a few other things. I found some really cool little attentions to detail that I figured I would mention at the end of the video. So, for starters, studs are completely replaced by the rings that we see in the Sonic games, which is brilliant. Love that little thing right there. And animals pop out of enemies once they are defeated, just like the old Sonic games. Again, that's a really small little attention to detail, but I love it. It was really cool to notice. And another great thing is Sonic daydreams about the good old days. When you see Sonic and he's just sitting there, there'll be a little speech bubble that'll pop up and you'll see the pixelated Sonic running. It's awesome. It's really cool to see him daydreaming about his good old days. And finally, last but most certainly not least, Roger Craig Smith is of course reprising his role as Sonic, and that's going to be amazing. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I mean, I just want to apologize for the lack of videos lately. I know there's barely been any on the channel, and I do apologize for that. But basically, the reason is because there hasn't really been any news for any games for Spider-Man PS4, or LEGO Dimensions, or anything like that. And if there has been, it's tiny bits of news, which would be really short videos, probably like a minute long. So I just thought there would be no point in doing it. So I figured what I would do is take all the little bits of information that we found before San Diego Comic-Con, and then everything that was announced at San Diego Comic-Con, I'd compile it into one big video that you've hopefully just watched and enjoyed. And I really do hope you enjoyed it, because I had a lot of fun making this video and talking about all of the fantastic stuff that's coming out in Wave 7, because it looks amazing. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for this video. I mean, all that's really left to say is that Wave 7 will release on November 18th, 2016, and I can't wait. Alright guys, so I want to thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for lots more videos real soon, and as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.